Hey, you guys, it's Marcus Hupenbecker. You're on Facebook Live, walking my neighborhood. Basically, I got something to say, as I normally do, but other than that, this is kind of a reminder and a caveat to those that you know follow me on Instagram or friends on Facebook that are into sports or into staying in shape. Most of the people that I'm around, mostly in sports, it's the younger generation. Because when I was their age, when I was like 30, I'll be 27 in August later this year. But something comes to mind. You know, but a month before way before I got injured, about a year before, way before I got injured, I had a thing where I would say I had a thing where I told everybody, don't let those kids beat you up. Well, I'm in my mid-20s. Well, late 20s. I'm in my late 20s, and I still have a lot left in the tank. These kids that are 13, 11, 10 years old, I'm there to play, to keep them playing until they decide to stop playing. I'm older than people ask me, why do you play with younger kids? I'm trying to help them get better. But you're balling with kids that are way better than you, and you don't even play basketball for a team or anything. So what gives? The people ask me that, like, why do you still play ball? Why do you still play ball when you never played in high school? You never played for a team, an actual team, recreationally. You never played an actual team. You learn this on your own. And watching, and I watch all my friends that played sports throughout their time, throughout when they're younger and they're kids, to now we're all in our mid-20s. We have responsibilities. We have a job. We have families now. And these young little kids coming up to me and asking me, how you do this, how you do that. Can you teach me this, can you teach me that? It makes me feel honored to help the generation, behind me, because we started it, and now they're here to finish it. But age is showing, because everywhere I go, every time I play with kids, I'm the oldest. And people ask me, why do you hang around with the little kids? To get them better, to coach them, to motivate them, to get them to where I was. Because when I was 11, 12 years old, I wasn't allowed to play sports. Because I was too tiny. I was like, oh, we'll crush him. Oh, he's skinny. He's as thin as a stick. Oh, we'll kill him. We'll put him down. We'll put him down. Okay, I used to always tell myself, I'll believe when I see it. Now I go down, but I get back up. I'm not a little tiny guy. I'm only about $143 and 5'7", in tremendous good shape. Not big shape, but just well-oiled good shape, I should say. And people ask me, why do you do this? What makes you think you can keep up with them? I said, well, right now, they're beating me now, though, but I don't care. These kids need to be motivated, by somebody that someone was walking in their shoes. Used to walk in their shoes. When I was their age, all I did was sit on my butt, play video games, and eat until I fell asleep. But then when I got to being about 10, 11 years old, my mom was like, why don't you go outside and do stuff? Hello. Hey. And I was afraid to go outside because I didn't know anybody. I wasn't around anybody. I never really didn't want to go outside. I wanted to stay inside and stay away from people. Hey, Summer. Stay away from people. and I wanted to do what's right. I wanted to stay away from people because I didn't know anybody until I met a group of people that were into the same things that I was, and we went out to the field and did this, did that, and everything, and then I stopped playing. Like, I didn't start working out until I was 11 years old, and I was in shape. The only thing about it that wasn't in shape was my legs. I have skinny legs. I have very skinny legs. I had really skinny legs. And a lot of people can easily take me down by that. Now, people was asking me, people was telling me, your age is starting to show. Slow down, Marcus. I say no. The reason why I'm not slowing down, I'm going to keep going until my body completely shuts down to the point where I'm crawling on that bed. I'm saying I can't do this no more. Until I get to the point where I just have to crawl everywhere. I crawl to the bed. I crawl from the bed. I crawl to the bathroom. Until officially my body says just sleep. My mind's telling me to keep going. But listen to your body more than your heart and your mind sometimes, because your mind can play tricks on you. And you always can't trust your mind to play tricks on you all the time. So do what's best for you. Go out there, no matter what age you are. Go out there and keep going. I tell people that are older than me that don't really want to do anything. Now, because of what I'm doing, I'm motivated by the older generation before me. They're the ones out there playing ball, playing with their grandkids, beating their grandkids one-on-one still, this and that, running down the court with their grandkids and their grandkids' friends. I like seeing that. I like seeing father and son playing sports together, father and daughter, brother and sister, brother and brother, sister and sister. I have the opportunity now. Always have, and I tell people every time, I'm going to keep going. Despite this hand injury, that's not stopping me. The only time I'll stop is when, like I said before, my body completely shuts down and I'm crawling out of that bed. That is the only time that I will stop. I'm 26 years old. I got enough time. I'm not worried about it. But the question always remains, do you think Marcus is going to quit playing? You think Marcus is just going to give it up? No. The real reason why I got into being active and physical and in good shape was mostly because of my brother. The one that passed away 14 years ago. And he got me into playing. He got me into doing this, got me into working out. And that's why over time, as you can tell in the photos, my body's transformed over time. Now I'm starting, instead of getting ripped and getting more toned, I'm getting a little more toned at the same time. But I'm getting toned, and I've gotten a little bigger since then. Here we go. And as far as I know, there is no reason for me to stop doing what I'm doing. People tell me just keep going. Just keep going until you decide to stop. That's when my body shuts down. My body completely shuts down, and I have to crawl out of bed, and I have to crawl myself to work. I'm not letting age retire me. I let my body retire me, because your mind's telling you to stop, but your body's telling you to go. And when your body's, the human body can handle so much during a lifetime, to where a certain part of the body just wants to stop. My feet and my legs. Okay, my brain is telling me to keep going, because I'm not letting the future get ahead of me. And the reason why a lot of us older people are still playing, and people that are old enough to be my dad or my mom or my grandmother or whatever, they're still playing because they want to help the younger generation too. When we were their age, at age 9, 10 years old, we had restrictions, we had regulations, we had policies to follow within the sport or within the sport. So we're bestowing it upon to them. We're giving them hope. We're giving them the ability to carry on and carry on for generations and generations to come. I walk by people all the time and they stop and say, "Hey, what's up, Marcus? You still play?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just sidelined right now. But don't worry, after Friday, this bad boy's coming off. And it's back to throwing threes in people's faces. That means you, Kyle Gaynor, and Alex Gallico, and Case Wazowski, watch out. I'm coming back on the court to swat your shit. Peace."